Hey there, folks. Today we're going to talk about reality. I know reality kind of sucks right now, but that's kind of what I want to talk about. Yes, the world is in a shitty state right now, but I am just barely old enough, 52, to remember the last time the world was like this. It was a time called the 70s, my childhood. That was another time when it really seemed like the world was about to explode, or fall apart, or be devoured in riots, or something. I mean, there was a lot of bad shit going on. It seemed like an era of insanity, and in many ways it was. If you go back in time in your mind and to the ground level back then, you can understand why the social conservatives of the era were sure that the world was about to just fall apart. Hell, even liberals thought that. There was a lot of people in the 70s that were just waiting for it all to blow up, one way or another. From that era, we can take the lesson that this is how progress is made. This is how things actually change. They change in blood and fire. They change when certain pressures build up to the point where a confrontation has to happen between the forces of good and conservatism. Sorry, conservatives, I'm not going to pretend you have an equal point of view. You're evil. If you have sufficient historical perspective, you will understand that the conservatives of today do not believe the same things as the conservatives of yesterday. Even they are dragged into the future. So progress is made. The arc of history does bend towards justice. And the way it happens is the younger liberals will eventually overthrow the old, established, cowardly, corrupt top level of liberalism, the Chuck Schumers of the world. And in that rush of victory, in that era of basically the modern equivalent of storming the Bastille, progress will be made. Things have to get really, really bad before people are willing to contemplate big changes. And big changes are how major progress is made. As a progressive, I understand this, and I'm looking forward to this era, worried about how much blood and fire is going to need to happen in order for this new era to be born. Luckily, the institutions of democracy, well, they're still working anyway, allow for peaceful revolutions. They allow for large-scale change without there having to be a civil war. So I am still hopeful that this will be a relatively painless birth of a new era. I truly believe that we just need to hold on and keep fighting. The bad guys are losing. They are losing support all over the world. We will soon see the painful birth of a new era where a lot of the corruption and inequality and just wrongness that has crept into the system since the last purge, the last revolution, will just get burnt up like dead wood in a forest fire. It's got to happen. It will happen. I do not think that the Trump regime will still be in power come November. It will either be literally gone because even his most ardent supporters are turning against him now, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, and so impeachment or Amendment 25 is going to happen, or he will be effectively neutralized. He will be not in charge anymore because he's been essentially not literally stripped of power. On paper, he'll still be the president. But enough people will have more or less stopped listening to him, and he'll be so senile that he doesn't even really know. We're going to head into a new era, and that is going to be an era that is going to be the era of investigations. Because once he's down, out come the knives. Lots of people have lots of dirt on him. There'll be some kind of massive, investigation at the top level. And all kinds of stuff's going to come out, and his name will be mud in history forever. I won't say I'm not worried, but I don't worry that the forces of evil are going to win. I just worry that it's going to get a lot more blood and fire before it's done. Oh, and one last thing. A little treat, if you will. Imagine the immediate future, could be as little as a couple of months from now, when the worst possible thing will happen to Donald Trump, because not only will he be under investigation, not only will he be in the grips of power that he can't bribe or negotiate with or any at all, like serious law and order power from all the way to the top, like the federal government and the Supreme Court, because they're turning against him too. He will face the worst punishment possible for him. He will be under investigation, he'll be in front of a Senate subcommittee, and he'll have to sit still and listen. There's nothing a toddler like him would hate more than having to sit still and listen and be quiet. I guess that's all for me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.